All right. Now, the Continental Brands run is ready to go. Z's all prepped and ready to do a net run on the Continental Brands branch office so we can get data about the Hull family who have been plaguing them since the first session and their show out in the Badlands. Let's see exactly how this goes and if it runs according to plan. More than likely, not going to, but you never know.
The only question is, I'll need another vehicle for this, and it's going to have to be something that
It's
it's going to
potentially
have like a
it's
button,
Steal it.
potentially disposable.
Steal a vehicle.
like bogus tags, or
Steal a vehicle.
that's a whole nother kind of heat, though.
You guys could buy one, a throwaway from one of your gang contacts.
Let's do that.
More than likely, sixth or
Yeah,
sixth would
how
actually
much?
work best. You can probably get throwaway. Like you call one of the guys, like, hey, I know we've done some work in the past. I want to pick up a vehicle. You can probably get like just a crappy throwaway junker for probably €300, €300.
Done.
That's not bad
Shit,
at all.
That ain't bad at all.
Yeah, it's just gonna be like a crappy El Camino essentially.
Yep. Done and done.
All right.
Hey man, that crappy El Camino could wind up saving somebody's life someday.
So you guys throw down the 300. Essentially, for Polly, the 6th Street guy you talk with is like, yeah, by the way, don't get pulled over in that vehicle. Tags are hot.
All right. Cool. I'll pass that info to Max.
All right, that's no problem. So the plan then is to do this, leave with that vehicle, and ditch it someplace, and then come back around to where we leave our actual vehicle, so that I can wait for the signal to pull around or pull to wherever the hell they end up. Because
Right.
where they come out may not necessarily be where they go in, depending on how
We
shit
can-
goes.
We can ditch that vehicle in or near a combat zone, and it'll be stripped down. And
You're in a
taken
combat zone.
apart.
Yeah, I'd
Guys,
say we're
you're in a
one.
combat
Yeah.
zone.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, we can just take it further away
Yeah,
in the combat
wherever
zone.
we
It'll
ditch
get
it.
dismantled or fucked up anyways.
Yeah, I'm less concerned about ditching it, given where we are.
All right, let's do this.
Every plan is foolproof until it meets the enemy. Let's go.
Exactly.
Every plan works until you get punched in the face.
All
That's
right.
right.
Who wants to roll me a streetwise?
I have a pretty solid knowledge of the streets. I
I don't
would
have
say.
any. I have no streetwise.
So this particular branch is in the right on the edge of the old combat zone and old Japantown. It'll be a streetwise roll. If anybody has area or local knowledge, I'll let that add into this as well for that area.
I actually have
Where is-
local expert for that. I can add in.
Okay.
All right. I will go ahead and roll the add in, and then I'll roll streetwise whenever you guys are ready.
Good luck now.
Not bad.
Oh,
Not bad.
17.
Not bad.
17. Nice one.
There's
So
a 23 for me for my streetwise plus
Pretty
whatever
good.
her
All right.
bonus gives me.
So with the bonus, with the 23 you get and the 17 that Z got, to kind of confer really quick, you know that the gangs in the area, you have the iron sights, which really quick, they're kind of a borged up, type of gang. So you got the iron
Oh.
sights there. You've got Maelstrom not that far away, and you have the Tiger Claws in Old Japantown, like not that far from where this particular spot is at. So that just lets you know like what gangs are in this area. So where this particular branch is at, they've tried to corporatize the area a little bit and clean it up, but this is still gang controlled territory. Particularly this building is in Iron Sights territory. So just so people are, walking out by yourself in a combat zone can be doable, but it can be dangerous. You just got to be careful. That's all.
Well, the first thing I'm going to do because we're the distraction team is I'm going to change into some regular, shitty, fairly ratty clothes. I belong in the fucking combat zone because we're going scrapping. So
is anybody wearing their helmets? I know Z has to because that's where
I
her
have to,
goggles are at, but
I
anybody?
am.
Okay, Polly
I'm
is.
I've got my optics in it.
Okay.
I'm keeping my helmet in the main vehicle.
same
Okay.
here.
I'm gonna dress down. I'm gonna try and get a pair of like work-looking clothes, like coveralls or something,
Sure.
and I'm gonna get like a
A
face
rebreather?
mask. Like
Like
yeah,
a rebreather.
yeah. Like if I it's like if I was like taking out insulation or something like that, the type of mask that you wear. So like I'm concealed, but not like I'm purposely trying to conceal. Like it's like, oh, I'm a
Yeah,
worker. This
just
is
get
what I
Right.
do.
I was thinking the same thing.
Anti-smog mask.
I was gonna get like goggles, some like ratty looking goggles, or buy goggles and ratty them up. A hat, some shit that'll obscure me without looking too out of place. Especially because I'm the one in the dumpster. I don't want this shit in my eyes.
That's right.
So I could drop a little bit of cred that way.
So you guys can pick up clothing without an issue. It's not going to take you long at all. You just find an old, crappy like corner store that has like hand-me-down shit, like a Goodwill type situation.
Yep.
Pick
Yeah.
up some stuff, get dressed. You match the El Camino in terms of how beat up and scuffed up you look with your clothes. So it's a nice little addition to the role. Definitely helps you sell it, right? And so Max and Vox are all set up. How do Polly and Z want to handle their part while their partners go and grab clothes?
Hood up,
I
dark
will be
clothes.
right back.
Try to stay unnoticed.
Yep.
Okay. So you're basically going to hood up and try to cover it over the mask as much as possible. Is what I'm
Well,
gathering.
just
Head down so they can't see into.
Okay. That's
Think of it like every single solitary bank heist movie you have ever seen.
so you guys are pulling the Marvel Comics Guide to Disguises. It's
Yes.
a baseball cap, sunglasses, and a
Uh,
hoodie.
Yes.
totally doing a quell class. When they're going through the streets at the end in the last 2 episodes, they've got their those big ass fucking hoods
Yep.
fucking drawn forward. It's like I can tell who you are, but I guess if the camera's up there, it can't see you.
Right. So we've got Max and Vox going towards the back in the other vehicle. We've got Polly and Z going to this door over here.
Northeast corner, yeah.
All right. So you two make your way up and over there while your buddies go down south. Now, for Max, we pull the dock area. You can see there's the elevated areas for where the trucks would back in and they would just roll stuff off the back and like the pallet jacks, etc. And there are some stairs going up to the side. You see the trash cans out back there with a bunch of those drums. Those are all discarded materials for things that they were working on. It could be expired foods that are way too old for them to try to give away or sell without making somebody deathly ill, because a little bit of sick is fine, but when the claims start adding up to be more than the product's worth, then we should just throw it away. That's how old these products are. So you pull back to the El Camino, and are you backing in or pulling in straight?
I'm gonna back in, and I'm gonna have like a piece of paper that like I'll hand write like the address of the place on there, and just like some miscellaneous, like as if like it's a list of things I'm supposed to pick up, like 2 pallets of whatever type of kibble, like whatever, just a bullshit note.
Okay. You back up into the spot, and you can see as you kind of pull by the first time and you turn to the 3-point and a back up into it, you can see that there are 2 cameras by each dock opening. One that covers the edge of the raised area, and one that covers the door itself. So basically one for when the truck's back in, and then one to see them going in and out of the property, right? And so you've got one main dock, which is right in the middle here. You have another little offloading area right here. And then you just have a smaller area where people will come out back for like breaks and stuff down over here, right? So the main dock area is in the middle. To the right of it, you got a smaller one that's just a little raised area that is for like small hand pallets and hand jack type stuff. And the third area that's a little longer but closer to the building, that's way off to the left towards the street, that's just like people exiting and entering the building. It's not like an actual dock, it's just an entrance. Probably where some of the workers come in through the back, things of that nature. Now, when you guys back up, you'll see the cameras. You pull back in, you're there for maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Polly and Z are getting in position at this point in time. Up top, nothing much is going on. It seems quiet. You start going out. Are you guys going to start making a noise or just start manhandling stuff? How do you want to approach this to make the distraction?
I'm going to leave the car running, and I will get out, and I will see if there's like a door, like a man door that I could like bang on.
Yeah, so you've got the main dock in the middle. There's a door right next to it. All right, so this is where you guys have parked the vehicle, back by the lower dock. Jeff, Vox goes over and starts rummaging through one of the fucking trash cans as Max gets out, goes towards the back door.
I'm not just rummaging through. Like, I'm throwing it open, jumping in, and as I search, I'm just throwing random shit out. Like, I'm searching for shit in here. She wanted a distraction. I'm going to make that happen.
Up here, we have Max going up while you're causing this ruckus down by the trash can. He pounds on the back door. It's just like this sound reverberating, just boom, boom, boom on the back metal of the door. And you see this security guard walking towards the door through this little slit in the door itself. He walks up to the door. He's wearing a nice suit. You can see he's got probably some interface jacks and plugs in his temple area. He's wearing like a visor across his eyes. The suit he has is like this blue color with a white shirt and like a black tie. He sees you, tilts his head, walks towards the door, and you see him reach down. He opens it, pulls it, unlocks it, pulls it open. And the guy stands probably about 6.5 feet tall. He's a tan gentleman, probably Caucasian, but out in the night city sun, anybody can get a pretty good tan if they're careful about it and don't get skin cancer instead. But who knows? Anyways, he steps up and he's like, "Hey, what the hell are you doing here?"
I was sent here for a pickup. Do you have anybody that can load me? I'm backed in already. Can you just pop it open and have somebody put the style? I'll just be waving like the piece of paper.
Whoa, hey! There's no pickup scheduled for tonight.
Yeah, there is. My boss sent me to pick this up. He said, "This is here. I got the address right here."
Who's your boss? And he looks over at the alchemy. He's like, "What the fuck? Who is your boss that sent you?" No, you know what? What company are you with?
I'm with Jameson's convenience store.
Jameson's. We don't do retail pickups here, man.
But I have he gave me the address. He said to come here and pick up these things.
You know what? You stay right here. Just stay right here. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
All right, I'll be right out here. If you want, pop the door open. I can start loading while you check.
You know what? You're not loading anything, actually.
I'm going to pop up a dumpster and yell out the opposite direction. Like, "Hey, guys, I think I got some barely expired food here."
Who the fuck is that guy with you?
Oh, yeah. He's just checking out the dumpster.
He's going to check out a bullet if he doesn't get the fuck out of the dumpster
Whoa.
and stop doing that shit.
Whoa, a bullet?
You're on corporate property. You have to deal with me. So
I'm
get him out of there.
I have my invoice right here.
Get him out. I will shoot him if you don't get him out.
Look, it's a bill of lading. I have it right
he goes
here.
to reach into his jacket and pulls out a heavy pistol.
Whoa.
You and your buddy points it at you, then points it towards where Vox is. You need to get back in your fucking vehicle until I sort this out.
Okay. Calm down. I'm just a pickup guy. Don't kill the messenger.
Pick your ass
don't
up
shoot
and
the
sit
messenger.
in the car.
All right.
Sit in the car and don't touch shit.
Hey, yes, sir. I'll motion for Vox. Better get out of there. You're gonna get your ass shot.
Oh, I don't want to get fucking shot.
He'll lower the weapon, but he's still holding it, still unholstered.
I'll jump out of there and I'll bring out like a little whatever, a broken bag of kibble or some shit.
Plenty in the dumpster, plenty. He'll basically close the door behind him as he steps up. He actually pushes his way past Max and closes the door behind him. You hear the click as it locks, and he'll just stand on the dock here. And you see him reach up to his earpiece. He's like, "Yeah, I've got 2 vagrants back here. We need to double check something. And this guy said he's here for a pickup." "Yeah, I know we don't." "No, I know. No, I understand that." Will you just fucking look it up or not? Or what? Why are you arguing with me? Don't you want to come back here and argue? Then you come back here and argue. I swear to Christ, John, I will shoot you when you sleep. Just figure this out. Thank you. He looks back at
His
you.
last name's Walker.
This guy's a peach.
Can we hear him talking?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'll shout, yeah, John. That was the guy that we were supposed to see. John. Yeah, we know John. Get John. John will know. Tell John to come in here. We'll talk to him. Yeah, it was John. He knows us. It's cool.
You guys hear another. Well, actually, Max will hear it because he's right there by the door. Another set of footprints will start walking your direction. You'll see another security guard pop up behind that door and just be looking out. Now, up top, where we have our hacker team, how do you guys want to approach this? You have 2 very narrow windows there that you can see in gray. The area that's open up in front of you is a double door. They're glass. The computer, you can see it, but when you turn on your AR goggles, it's turned off. You have to have it turned on and active to access it as a access point.
Yeah. Which point say, oh, well, I guess we're going in because I have to have this thing fucking turned on and nobody fucking leaves their computers on anymore. The fuck is this stupid bullshit? Hey, Polly, hack the door.
You said hack, and that's not my lingo. It's yours.
Hotwire the door.
Hot. Am I gonna drive it somewhere?
Dude, with these corpse, that's entirely possible.
I'm looking at the doorway. What am I gonna need to bypass the?
It's a lock. You'll have to pick the lock itself. There's more than likely an alarm on it, so that's going to be a little. You may have to MacGyver something here to make it not
So
go
like
off.
security tech.
Security tech will be the whole from the get go. Security tech's going to be what you're doing.
All
So
right.
the lock itself is only going to be about a 13 or 14 max.
Okay.
Bypassing the security that doesn't go off before you get in there is going to be like an 18.
I can aid with this. I do have security tech.
Which
I
one?
could leave.
I would like to bypass the security so it doesn't get tripped
Right.
and it isn't noticed that it's been turned off.
What's your security tech skill at, Jesse, as Z?
6 with my tech of 7.
You will add 3 to Polly's roll. So I'm going to add half of
Okay.
your skill rating to her roll as you assist with it. So you want to do the...
So I'll just do the drop down for 3 luck points,
Okay.
and that'll be the 3 that I'm getting from her
Okay.
for her assist, right?
Yeah, that works.
Makes sense.
Yeah, no.
Seems like
totally
the easy
works.
way to handle that.
Yep. You got an 18. This is for bypassing the security, right?
That is correct.
Okay, you're good. You're good on security. You managed to jury rig a situation where the signal's being momentarily interrupted. It looks like a natural error as opposed to like a
I
break
got
in the
2
circuit.
wires. And it now goes, instead of going through the lock, it just goes in and over.
You pulled a Beverly Hills Cop and chewed some bubble gum and took the wrapper and used
Oh,
that.
MacGyver that shit.
So you managed to finagle a way that you're not going to set off the alarm by opening the door. Now you have to pick the lock on the door, which is going to be another security. This one's only going to be a 15.
Please take my assistance.
Yeah, you got
Wow.
a 34. You didn't need the assistance, but you got it anyways.
Wow.
So your tech hand is just completely the right tool for the job. You slide it in. You think it must be a cheap lock at first, but then you run across all the little add-ons that made it a little more complex. You're like, I got you though. You got the feel for the security system, and you just hear it click and unlock. You hear the latches at the top and the bottom of the door just go chink and unlock themselves.
I open it just enough to slip in and hold it just enough for Z to slip in.
Okay. The two of you slide on in, and you can get
And
around.
do the whole pulls my hand against it so I control the speed at which it closes again.
Right.
And just go ahead and let it lock.
Okay. You close it back up, lock it back up. You complete the circuit again. You guys are in this darkened office. There are a couple couches along the left side. You have the desk in front of you. It looks like a receptionist desk for some sort of office. It looks like you're in a consulting firm for Continental for distribution. Now, Z kind of goes around the side of the desk and see the monitor and the little box essentially for the computer, and you click it on. It lights up. It takes a second. You hear the hum as it's like, just starting to cycle up. And at that point in time is when the security guards get called further back down south by the docks, and they start yelling about John. Once the computer's up, you can then access that. So you immediately hop in. On this first level, you do have a skunk black ice running around. Now, when you log on, it is right there, right at the first floor, right after the grid work solidifies into your line of sight. You can see it, and it sees you. What are you doing? Because it's going to act at the top of the round. It's not going to do anything yet because you haven't taken any actions. You've just arrived.
I'd say unless I use Speedy Gonzalez, it's going to act at the top of the round.
Well, you haven't done anything. You just accessed. You haven't really stepped into things yet.
Yeah.
The moment you take an action, like a move to get into the floor and move on, that's when it's going to go to the top of the initiative round.
Right. There's really no info here I can use ID on or anything like that, so I'm going to try to get past it to get to that first little node I have to, or the first little, lock I have to annoy.
Okay. So it is going to immediately try to hit you as soon as you start traveling into the network architecture itself. So it gets to roll its rating plus 1d10. and then it's going to be your interface rating plus 1d10. So go ahead and roll your defense first. 12. That's actually a good freaking roll. And the skunk is going to roll its attack plus 1d10. You see this skunk kind of throw this blackened slime at you. Like it's going to basically, you know, from a netrunner perspective, if you get hit by this, it's going to slow you down and make it harder to slide past things. When it swings at you, your avatar just kind of slides off to the side and barely manages to avoid getting hit. You got a 12, it got an 11 on its attack. So you were a lot easier. You find it a lot easier to navigate around the attack than you thought possible. Now, that's your first action was getting in. You have more net actions. You can go straight to the second floor if you wish.
For now, yeah, let's just do that. I don't want to waste too much time here with this skunk.
All right. You slide past the skunk. You run across that password that you saw when you basically did the scan a couple of days ago. You have a password lock here. Again, it's blocking you off from the rest of the architecture as this massive green lock. To bypass it, it's an interface plus a d10 roll. You rolled a 9. So you basically come across this lock. You've had experience with some of these locking mechanisms and programs before, you know, with your bank run, etc. This particular program that's been written seems to be along the same lines as what you dealt with at the bank. So you try some of the tricks that you picked up there that actually worked, and it unlocks. You basically shift some of the pixels around in the lock itself, the iconography, and it just falls apart. Digitally just falls to debris in front of you. That's action 2. You can slide up to the third floor if you'd like.
Yes.
Okay. You look up, and the third floor is where you know they've got killer ice.
Yeah.
Now, the killer ice, it's an anti-program ice. It basically does 46 to a program that you have active. What programs are active on your deck right now? Are they all, you have them all activated?
They're all installed. I haven't activated any of them yet.
Okay. So you slide up to this ice. It sees you. We have to make a speed test. So it's going to be a D10 plus your interface and a D10 plus its speed. You got a 7. The killer ice is going to get 17.
No. Reroll.
So let's be honest here. It rolled a 9 and it has a plus 8. What's your interface?
You can't.
5.
15 would be your max.
Your max is 15.
Yep.
So we're not even going to waste those 2 dice because there's no way you can beat it anyways.
Yeah, at this point, it's just going to
unless you
frizz me.
spend luck.
I'd say unless I spend luck, which I can do.
But
'cause I
you
have
have to
7 of
roll a
those.
10. You have to roll a 10 in order to spend 2 luck to hit it.
It's going to be a rough one. So do you want to try that? Just dump a load of luck and try to make a roll, or just...
I can try it.
It's only going to damage one of your programs.
Yeah. I don't want it to get to pick what program it's damaging.
Okay. All right, so how much luck are you going to spend?
2. No, doesn't
So 12?
fucking matter.
All right, so let me mark off the dice. It is going to attempt to hit you, so basically you roll your interface again. We're going to defend. It's got an 11.
Of course it does.
So we're going to smack your Speedy Gonzalez program.
Yeah. Figured about as much.
And it is going to take...
Here's
it
where I
takes-
have to pull out the book again.
Yeah, it takes 14.
Yeah, I think that actually completely destroys the program.
Well, let's take a look at Speedy, shall we?
I have to get down there first. Give me a minute.
No problem, no problem.
Fine.
Speedy's res is only a 7.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's Speedy dead.
So Speedy goes kaboof, like you just hear
Yeah,
your...
that's about $700 out the fucking door.
Yeah, your program just gets completely wrecked. Digitally, it turns to ash, essentially.
Yep.
Now, you get to move. You can either hit it back, or you can try to flee. Now, you can slide, which resets it, right? Or you can just run. If you run, it can chase you through the entire architecture.
Yes, it can. Or since it decided to take out Speedy, I could pull the Wisp,
You could.
which I would
That's-
hate to have to do on the second
actually,
floor here when I have
the-
another 5 things of killer ice.
The Wisp would be a bad idea because that's anti-personnel.
And which one do I have as anti-fucking program?
I think you have both anti-personnel.
I could have
Because
swore I bought an
the
anti-
Hellhound,
Okay.
the Hellhound is anti-personnel, and Wisp is anti-personnel as well. Do you want to slide or attack it?
I have no choice but to slide at this point. It can follow me, but
Okay. Roll your slide ability or your interface plus your d10.
let's hope for a decent number this time. While I'm still going through looking for my programs.
by 1.
Of course you did.
Do you want to roll? Take a dice.
I have no choice. I'm clicking 5 things on my computer and it's not
There
leaving me
you go.
alone.
All right.
There we are.
You slide by it to the next level. You're on the 4th floor. The problem with being on the 4th floor is that you go from one killer ice to another one.
Yep.
All right.
With another one probably crashing through the floor behind me.
Nope. Once you slide, it basically resets. You basically make it think that you're gone. So we have to do a speed test, though. Don't even bother. Unless you want to.
Yeah, no, I can't fucking hit that.
Yeah. So roll your interface as a defense.
Hey.
Crit.
I'll take it.
23, baby.
Basically, you get up this level, you see this thing start to move, and as soon as this killer ice, just massive fucking digital monster sees you, it goes to swing at your programs on your deck that are around you like digital bits. You slide back out of the way, and that's where we're ending this particular round. So back in Gotham, on the back end, on the porch, you guys had the security guards now starting to come down by you, and things are getting tense. Because you have the one guy out there, you're like, oh yeah, it's John. And the guy's finally like, you know what? Fuck it. Get John down here. This guy that was standing out here, he steps out and he's like trying to push you back towards the edge. Like, you need to get in your vehicle. We'll get who we said we're going to get, but you need to get in your fucking vehicle.
I'm gonna take a seat on the right where my character is already put. I'm gonna literally sit on the edge and look up and be very non-threatening. And I'm gonna try and pull these guys into conversation. I'll be like, "Hey, man, how do I get a job out here?
He pulls his gun.
guys actually
I get a job.
He pulls a
I
gun
would
that's
like
already
to-
drawn.
I
So
would like to utilize my persuasion
sure.
to get him to pull into conversation with me. He can keep his gun out as long as he doesn't shoot me. I don't care.
Good, roll your persuasion.
Yeah, this could suck. 16.
16's not bad.
Yeah,
we're going to
not bad at all.
use his human perception as defense. We're going to roll a dice.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I seriously
Yep.
rolled 2 in a row.
Sure
All right,
did.
we're going to go for one more. So I'm going to be using 2 dice on him. 11. Okay. This guy's like, yeah, sure. Whatever, man. Just you need to get in the fucking vehicle. I'll talk to you while you're inside the vehicle.
Hey, perfect. I'll hop off and I'll get into the passenger seat
Be like,
and
all
I'll
right,
start
man.
engaging.
All right, I don't want, I don't want to. I'll just like slowly start moving back, like nonchalant,
Mhm.
real slow. Hey, no problem, man. I'll get back in the car, get John. John will know. I'll straighten it all out. It's cool.
Yeah, he's coming. Just get
More
in the
se-
fucking car.
Yeah.
The more security guards that come out, I'm gonna try and draw them all into conversation. So eventually, we're all just friends chatting while we're waiting for John.
You guys are talking for a bit, and another guy will walk out. He's like, what the fuck? You guys get back to fucking work. You're not going to waste any more fucking time out here. And you guys, you two in the fucking vehicle, need to leave.
Oh, is that dude? I'll just point over. Is that kind of the boss, dude? What do you do? Like,
I get
I'm
your
just
asses
trying to
out of
gauge
here. You want to roll your persuasion at this point.
yeah. I'm pretty cool, or pretty lucky, I should say. I'm going to utilize all 7 of my luck to bring him into, because the boss needs to be here. This is a riveting conversation.
He'll spend all 5 of his.
I have a 30.
He has a 23. We will re-roll. We'll re-roll again. 17. All right, cool. So I'm using 2 more dice off of that. He's like, you guys need to leave. I'm telling you right now, I'll do you this favor and not fucking call anybody else, but you need to go.
Hey, man, there's no need to call anybody. I'm just here for. Are you John?
It's my job. If you guys don't leave, we're all getting fucking canned. And that's just not going to happen. Normally,
God.
we'd ship you out in body bags, but since you guys are being cool, we'll let you go. You just need to go. You're trespassing on court property. We cannot have this.
Man, I'm gonna be in so much trouble for not picking up this. Do you have anything
Yeah,
that we can
well, you know
take?
what? It's you being in trouble is better than you being dead, man. Like, I'm sorry. It's
Oh,
just how it
man.
works.
Can we just grab some stuff out of the dumpster?
I can't let you take anything. Like, this has to go straight to trash. Can't be further distributed, etc. Like, we lose
man.
our shit. He literally points. You see these cameras out here?
Yeah,
We're
man.
already fucked. We're already getting in trouble.
We'll leave, and I'll like get in the car.
I appreciate it, man. I don't. We just can't have this. You know what I mean?
No, I know, but you gotta understand our position too. We're just like we're hired to do a job, and just like you, we don't want to get in trouble.
We're all in the same boat here. We're all getting fucked no matter what. Like, we're gonna get probably written up for this conversation instead of getting you guys literally off the property. You're gonna probably get in trouble with your boss. I get that. it's just a situation where we really can't help it at this point.
Yeah, no, I get it. I don't want to cause any more problems. We'll get on out of here.
You guys will hear as you're having this dialogue with this guy who came out who still has not named himself, but is more than likely John. You
Probably
hear
John.
from coming up the street 2 motorcycles will just drive up and they'll stop, and you'll see these 2 guys. Their arms are all borged out, like obvious I were like, hey, look, it's the Kibble bitches. And one guy pulls a gun and shoots one of the security guards.
Is that what Chris just paid for?
Yep. Way to go,
It's the
Burrito
Kibble
Mage.
bitches. Boom! And the
man.
guy
I'm
gets
gonna yell
shot.
like, duck and cover.
And his armor jack, the armored suit that he's wearing takes it, but it throws him on his ass. And the other 2 are like, oh shit! And they both draw weapons. And they go in an alien position and start just trading shots with these guys. You guys will hear bullets ricochet off the El Camino you're in. And the security guy's like, you guys go, 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 go.
I'm gonna do persuasion. I'll be like, get in, you're in danger. Get in the back. Get in.
Go ahead and roll your persuasion.
I'll get in
I'm
the
out of
driver's seat.
I'm out of luck, so this is
Oh,
all
God.
You can't rocker boy this shit?
20.
Yeah, you
I'll
better
take
be
it.
and rocker boy this shit.
The fuck? All right, let's see if he can keep his concentration to stay on his fucking task, which is guarding this facility. No, he can't. Like the 2 guys. Well, the first guy that's down, the guy that first came out and started talking shit with you guys, like, hey, you need to calm the fuck down. And the first asshole, he basically grabs the scruff of the other guy next to him by the scruff of his back and launches him off of the back, like the elevated portion, into the back of the El Camino. After that, after you hear that guy just hits the inside of the bed,
You
he
got
jumps
kids.
in
Get
too.
out.
He jumps in. The guy on the ground's like, oh, fuck. It just as he starts to sit up, another series of shots come from the gangers, from the Ironsights guys that are shooting at him. And you see him start just blowing chunks out of the wall around him. He's like, oh, fuck. So he throws himself prone on the raised area so they can't get a good shot. The El Camino's still in the way. Do you guys pull out with it, with these 2 security guards, or do you stay
I'll
here?
just throw up my hand and be like, wait a second. I'm going to get out and as an act of heroism, I'm going to save that guy.
So
I want to look awesome to these security guards. So if we ever have to come back, we got it in.
you jump
You're
out.
assuming they're gonna have jobs after this.
This is so fucked.
You jump out and go to like vault your way up to the raised level of the loading dock area. You just jump up there, you see him, you go to grab him. That's going to be a turn, so you may get a shot here at you. So you're in technically mid-range for these guys. Well, actually still close range, so it's going to be only a 13. The gangers are going to take a shot
while
at you.
you're at it.
All right, so here we go. Yes.
Just so that it's clear, I'm not waiting for Jeff. I'm throwing it into reverse and I'm gunning it in reverse at these gangers.
Jesus.
And trying to ram them with
You
the vehicle.
backed in.
You backed in, so you're just going to pull
Yeah, you have to
straight
go
out.
Oh, that's correct. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna ram them.
Okay.
I'm gonna fucking ram
So
'em.
we'll get one shot off from one guy, and then we'll do the dry chicken. You to try to hit both of them. So this is shooting at Jeff. Now, no called shot, just pulling out the pistol. 14 hits
Yep.
for 16 damage.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Damn, Jeff.
That's a rough shot.
It is a rough
Yeah.
shot.
You
Yeah,
just-
grass.
And I'm
Let
not
Polly
wearing.
know.
I'm
Jeff
gonna have
has
to
a new
take
name
it
in
all.
this game.
Oh, you're not wearing. That's right. You're not wearing your shit.
No, I'm in street clothes.
Oh, no.
So I'll
Jeff,
take
Jeff has a new
16
name.
damage.
It's Bullet Sponge.
So
Target.
you get blasted like in the lower back area with this heavy pistol. Now up front, Polly and Z all hear the gunshots start off, and then this hand cannon just goes boom from the back of the building. So for Max, I need you to roll your drive. It's going to be, I'd say, a 15 to hit both bikers.
Oh yeah, that's no problem.
Yeah, I know your drive is silly. You got
got
a
a
26. So
This is nomad bullshit.
Yeah, he's
yeah.
good.
You floor this El Camino, this rickety piece of rusted shit that you bought for 300 euro bucks off of the 6th Street gang. It hits the first bike and lifts the dude up off of the asphalt of the road and slams him and the front of the car into the next bike. Both of these cyborg bastards like slam their hands down on the hood of the vehicle, and you see they hit it with such force that it starts leaving dents in the hood of the car, but you hit them. I need you to roll, let's say 5d6 as you just gun it and hit these guys.
Get it. Get it.
Whoa, 19. So you run over the two bikers.
What the fuck?
As you
This
do
is getting
this,
crazy.
you will see
We are in the fucking combat zone.
You did run across old ladies before. Remember, I talked about this. Whenever Z and CD came down here the first time,
Yep.
I was like,
There was
there's
an
an
old
old
lady.
lady pushing a shopping cart, probably got a machine gun in it. You never fucking know. Well, apparently that's being manifested right now because this old bag lady is pushing this rickety cart down the street and sees this chaos erupt, sees the two gangers, see them get fucking nailed and run over by this El Camino. And she's like, I've had it. Not in my town. I'm done with this. And she pulls out this, essentially an old AK and just starts shooting at the gangers.
Oh,
My God.
shoot them. That's fine. Don't hit my boys,
So,
Take the cyberware, guys.
please.
up front, back
Full of
to
vampires.
for the vampires. Back
No,
up
full of vampires. I can clean it up.
to Z. You have just set into this other killer ice.
Uh-huh.
You managed to avoid getting hit by it.
Yes, and I was slipping away into this guy.
All right, so you're going to do another slide.
Yeah,
Go ahead and roll your interface.
not
Nice.
bad. Swoosh.
You swing right by this thing, and it resets and goes back into its holding pattern. So you do get to this next lock area. It's another password. Go ahead and see if you can get by it. Roll your interface again, see if you can hack this one like the other ones.
Which tab is that? It's this tab. Okay. No, apparently I can't. I'm re-rolling that shit.
Ooh. Okay. Oh, and you do get a nice reroll there. Okay, okay. That failure would have been enough to definitely alert the home netrunner to your presence. You
I
managed
believe the
to
words
avoid
"not today, Satan" just happened.
you do avoid it, and you find again you're getting used to this. Whatever company wrote this software for these locks, you're getting really onto their game. You manage to find a good way to slide around and basically destroy the lock as you bypass the password. That's net action number 2. You can get to this other node that will take you up to the next level of the architecture if you wish.
If I remember right, we are supposed to go up. Yeah, I'd say I need to be here because this is
after-
the security shit. So
Yeah. After that last password lock, you have the security node that has like the control for the security systems. Then you have another security up top, 2 more security points up top, and then you have the file servers after those. So you still got a couple floors in the architecture before you
Yeah, I
have a
know.
full go. Now,
And
once
that's
you
when we can
get
get
here,
like pay data and shit, right?
yeah, that's where we get the dirt on the halls, and we can
Yes.
get the
Right.
fuck out.
So here you see another wisp black ice. It sees you as soon as you get into this portion, the security with the control node for the security systems. It is going to try to do a speed test against you, see if it can hit you.
Armor. I might actually be able to hit that.
Let's see what you do
Maybe.
with your interface.
No, still no.
Okay, so it's going to be going first as it gets this extra action in on you. So you're down to 33, and roll your interface again.
Probably no.
Yeah, it got a 10.
So it's 1d6 damage directly to me.
Yes, and you said armor,
Yes, I have armor up.
which reduces it by 3, doesn't it? Or 2.
Let me double check. Hold on. I actually have that page up in the book now, sort of. I have the ice programs up.
By
Hold up.
4.
Yes.
So you take nothing, but it does go down to 4 health left in the armor. So the wisp zaps you, like it literally starts floating around as this being of light, and just shoots electrical current and it hits your avatar, and you feel the shock hit your avatar, but it doesn't get through your armor program. It buffers the whole amount of damage that gets to your action.
Bye.
Okay, you're gonna slide past the security controls.
Gonna try.
So if you slide, you won't get the access to the security node to shut the security off.
Oh, that's right.
However, let's be fair here. The security here in this node is likely controlling the cameras and the security doors. You
Right.
guys are already in, and your guys are already in their disguises. Whatever gunfire is going on in the back is going on. It may not be necessary. You may be able to slide past this.
Yeah, I'm gonna just bye. See you.
Okay, so I will take you to the next level. Now you are seeing, as you're traveling through this, all the other security guards and members here as you're basically going through the architecture. So there's the guy in armor that you can see. There are other people in para armor as well. So you've got like fully kitted out team in this building, in the security area for the guard station. There are another couple security guards up here just doing their own thing. And you do have some other security control nodes all throughout this area, as you can see.
Right.
So
And this is back where I need to get, correct?
that is the big one. Yes, that's the personnel files. That's where you want to go.
All right.
So you will go to the next node, which is going to be, you slide in there. There's an imp manning the controls, which is just basically like a minor daemon program.
Yeah.
The control panel here looks like it has something to do with the drones that are in the area.
Okay.
You can stay here or bypass for your third action.
Look, my goal is not to destroy everything for the moment. Give me a minute. I might change my mind on it. So I'm going to just bypass and go to the security doors
Okay.
to get over here to at least some of the data.
On your fourth net action for the turn, you run into a area that has another, on the architecture, another floor that has another control node that is having an imp man. It's for the security doors for this upper level.
That's fine.
So that's where you're ending up. Now, back downstairs, Polly has heard these gunshots go off, but nobody seems to be coming down to your area. As a matter of fact, any footsteps you hear are actually heading back towards the back of the facility.
I'm paying attention strictly to footsteps that would be coming up the hallway towards us.
Okay,
It's also why I'm in the corner where I'm not seeable by the outside windows.
understood. You bunkered down. You can see Z is just kind of doing a lot of like looking around with in her helmet because the virtual AR. And
There may have been a
seems-
muttered son of a bitch at one point.
Yeah, you can see she's working on stuff, but nothing seems to be hitting her too worse for the wear quite yet. Outside by the dumpsters, Max has run over these two guys on the bikes completely. They've been shot at again by this old woman who just had enough of this violence on the streets, so she's being violent herself. Vox has gotten to the guy that's downed. No more gunshots are coming your way. You grab him. What do you guys do?
Me and him into cover. Full cover, because there is no partial cover in Cyberpunk.
You can go into the dumpsters.
That's where we're going. I'm going to throw his ass in the dumpster, and I'm jumping in after him.
You drag him off the ledge of the dock after you hop down, bleeding like down your back, and you feel your blood's warming the back of your leg as you drag him over to the dumpster. He's a little dazed, but he was wearing armor. You weren't. So by the time you get to the dumpster, and he's like, "Hey, I'm fine," in the dumpster, and you jump in after him. Max, what do you do?
I'm gonna throw it into reverse and back up with the dumpster where they just were to pick them up.
Okay, so you'll slam the El Camino in the reverse. The tires will squeal. You'll drive backwards for the dumpster and stop. Outside the dumpster, Vox will hear the back end of the El Camino just kind of bump against the metal.
Get in, get in.
I'll basically help this guy stand up so he can get in. In the meantime, I'm going to look for his key card to steal it.
Okay.
Like, while I'm helping him up, since my hands are already kind of helping him.
No,
right
I got
there.
you. So that is going to be pickpocket.
I'd say
Actually-
pickpocket is actually a thing.
I won't, because I don't have any sort of fucking knowledge. Like, I wouldn't even think to do that. Never mind.
Okay. All right.
We're good. We're good anyways.
So you throw him in the back. You jump in
And
after
then
him.
I'll hop out and get in the passenger seat. Where
Okay.
I'm supposed to be.
So you roll over the side of the bed of the car essentially, and leave a bit of trail of blood on the side of it. Make your way to the door. Open it up. As you open up, you guys see the old lady walk up to these gangers as they're starting to get back up. Like one of them, his arm isn't working properly. You see it sparking as it's joined to his shoulder. The other one's kind of like having issues sitting up all the way, and the old lady's like, "Fuck you, you little bastards," and just starts unloading on all of them. And the other guy's like, "Fuck you, you old bitch," and just shoots her. She gets shot 4 or 5 times from the hand cannon, but she lays to waste the other dude that has the malfunctioning arm, and this hail of gunfire and blood just sprays everywhere.
Grab the cyberware.
Fucking old lady is
Fuck
a
the
badass.
cyberware. I don't want to get shot again.
Was Max
The
want to do?
lady's on your side.
The dude, there's one of the dudes still alive.
Yeah, he shot the old lady as she shot his partner.
I'm gonna hit him with the car.
You shoot old ladies.
Roll your
Leave the
drive again.
babushka alone.
You only need a 15. Is it even worth making you roll for a 15 difficulty?
I can't fail. I might
Okay.
have based 19.
Roll 5d6 again for damage.
My base is 19.
I'd say Max can't
Whoops,
fail.
I'm
Meanwhile, I fucking can. A lot.
I rolled 5d3.
So
Okay, go ahead
basically,
again.
if he rolls a 1, he subtracts 6, which makes it a 14.
You'll run over this guy, and you'll see one of his cyber arms will grab the hood of the car and just crunch into it. Then you'll keep on driving, and the hand's still stuck there.
Yes.
I'd say, is
Yes.
the rest of him stuck
Yes.
there? Or is it just the hand?
Who knows?
The car's fucked up, though. I will
Yeah,
tell you
yeah.
that.
Yeah, we'll
Like,
find
it's-
out.
Don't
later.
care.
You can
Arm,
hear
hand,
that squeal of the
good.
belt as you pull away.
I'll say into our fucking, since we're inside the El Camino, they're in the bed, and we have the sub vocal mics. I'll just say we're leaving the scene with some of the security guards.
Okay, a little busy.
I'm just giving you a heads up.
I'll start like
Splitting-
driving around the block. Like, where should we go,
Splitting
guys?
the party.
Like all like freaked out. Like, where should we go? We're safe. Where should we go?
They're just like, we need to get back, call some backup. They're fucking dead, but we may need more guys. There's an attack team on the second floor.
Oh, I'll like into like the sub vocal, like but like repeating myself to them, but like so that my team is attack team on the second floor, huh? And I'll let it go. Oh, okay, cool.
Bringing us back to Z. So, you have your net actions refreshed once more. You're at the security doors. The next floor that you have is going to be the email servers.
Yeah, I'd say that's the general email servers. At which point we can still find dirty dealings and shit with an ID, but I need to get there first.
Okay, so you just slide
So
that direction.
well, hold on.
Okay.
I did hear the words "attack team on the second floor."
Which is vibing with what you're seeing.
I
It
don't
doesn't have
want
your
them
armor.
getting off the second floor.
Okay. So you want to access the security doors?
And lock them down if I can.
Yeah, you most certainly can.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll your interface.
I can't see it. Hold on. I have 5 tabs.
You got a 13.
That's not bad.
So the difficulty of the access of this particular control node is not that high. So essentially, you go into it and you manage to access all the major security doors, which are the heavy doors up here by the security teams and by the HR office, etc., and you lock them down and disable access. These doors will be locked down for at least 12 hours.
Sorry, guys.
So that's one net action. What do you want to do?
Slide into the email server.
You slip yourself to the next floor and you see rows upon rows of file cabinets that are connected by like these translucent blue wires. All the email traffic in and out of this particular branch office is coming right to this area.
By the way, the other 2 in the car and Polly, because she's near me, get a sub vocal of attack team on the second floor. It's not a problem anymore.
So you get to the email server.
ID.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your interface.
I want to know what kind of information this is. I want to know how much it's worth. See, when it doesn't count, I get information.
You got 2 13s in a row. So this is a 13 as well. You bypass the difficulty to decrypt the files here on the server to get a general idea of what's in this particular set of files. Nothing much really gathers your attention. It's all standard corporate shit and legalese about product going in, product going out, contractual obligations, things of that nature. But there are some things that catch you because their subjects have to deal with Chet and then the Wilsons.
Mine.
Okay. I need another interface check.
Fucking asshole's not going to leave us alone.
Nice.
Okay. So as you're pulling all this data and storing it on your cyber deck, you also run into a couple other encrypted files that would have missed notice because the title, the subject line of the emails, they're all scrambled and encrypted as well. You grab those, and as you're grabbing those, you manage to decrypt them. They're about demotions for the branch.
Oh. What is it?
Do you want to take a net action to read it?
There's nothing in here at the moment. Yeah.
Okay. This particular set of emails, there's 3 or 4 deep. It's the fact that Continental Brands has demoted Wilson to a store manager because of his involvement with the Sangre incident. He's lost access to his expense account and corporate housing because of it.
I don't feel bad about this. Because we can't talk about it. That doesn't mean an email from Continental Brands about an internal demotion can't get out.
Nobody's going to argue that, I think. But that's what you find in that other encrypted email.
Excellent. And let's move on to the next password, I guess.
All right.
How many passwords do these people need?
So you're sliding up to the next floor. You zoom through the
Phew.
architecture of this building, this branch, and you run into another password protected floor. Go ahead and roll your interface.
Why are these passwords all God, sex, or fucking something akin to that? What the fuck? Who taught them to fucking make passwords? I'm gonna re-roll that.
I'm gonna say somebody who outthought you apparently, but
No, they didn't outthink me. I have many dice.
You rethink your strategy to this and manage to bypass it. Again, you unlock the digital lock in front of you. It crumbles into pixels and leaves open the rest of the floors to you. That's
Oh god, another.
your
Wait,
four
this one wasn't that. Oh my god.
net actions.
Password.
Outside, Max and Vox are about half a block away. The guys in the back are like, we should go back. Seriously, we should go back. Where are we going? And as you guys drive around the corner, you'll hear the revving of like 3 other bikes.
Oh no!
You round the
Stay
corner,
down!
and coming in your direction are 3 like souped up street bikes and 3 Iron Sights members on them. And as they pass you, they stop and look at your new hood ornament, which is the arm of one of their partners. And they're like, motherfucker! And the guys secure like, shoot, fucking shoot him! Shoot him! And they start pulling their guns again and just start firing at the Iron Sights gang members. I think we can all agree that this net run has gone a little bit off the rails in terms of the distraction that Max and Vox are trying to provide so that Polly and Z can remain undetected. It got a little bit nuts, but I guess it's gonna work maybe if Z doesn't get caught, but we'll see exactly how that goes with the next episode. See you then.